You're cold.
Better.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's all right.
What do you think?
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
So what do you work on in a bye week? How is it ever even slightly different from a regular week? Do you go back to some
Yeah, it's been
fundamental
awesome for us. You know, as opposed to a normal week when you're game planning and you're focusing on an opposing offense, it gives us an opportunity to go back and really self-scout. What have we done well? What have we not done well? What do we need to work on? And then really focus on just that. You know, we haven't even looked at our next opponent's film. You know, it's just solely focusing on basically the weaknesses that we've, basically exposed the past, 10 weeks. Yeah.
Have you seen Kenny Young come along? I know he hasn't gotten
Right.
that many reps, but what have you seen maybe in practice or in the limited reps?
Every time he goes on the field, he does exactly what he's supposed to do. Inevitably, we'll make, he'll be in for 10 plays and he'll have 5 tackles. He's got that innate sense just to get to the ball, and when he gets there, great tackler. For a young guy, just extremely mature. On virtually any other team, he starts in our 3-4 stuff and our Okie stuff, and then he backs up EK and our nickel stuff. But I would say in virtually any other team, probably in the Pac-12, he's probably starting, every down. He's that caliber of guy. But as we know, Eric Kendricks is pretty special in his own right.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's all right. So we're just continue to try to find him more reps, more opportunities, more packages going forward, because he's a guy that we gotta have on the field. It makes us better.
Might be premature, but do you see him slotting into Kendricks' role for next season? Is he kind of the guy that you would expect?
That would be the plan today.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot goes into that, injuries and guys emerge, and recruiting, and a lot of different things come into play. But as of right now, for sure.
What kind of pro prospect is Kendricks at this point in your mind?
If I were drafting, I'd take that kid as early as I could take him. I really could. He's a guy that, he's the reason that I wanted to coach. He's just, he's humble, he's hardworking, he's a great teammate, he's a great leader. He's obviously a phenomenal athlete, extremely instinctual. I think he's got a lot of versatility too. I think that's what a lot of guys have. That's a lot of the feedback I've gotten from GMs and scouts. He plays Mike for us out of necessity, and he could definitely play Mike at the next level, but he could also play that will spot. And, he can do a lot of things for you. You want him on your team. You really do.
What have you seen on him when he's had to go into coverage in particular?
Eric?
Yeah, Eric.
He does. He's an amazing athlete, so obviously in space, that's a critical part of it, and he does really well from that standpoint. I'd say this year he's really focused on his technique and his assignment, whereas in the past it was a lot of, just get to the ball and find the ball and find the open receiver, and he's starting to